Hi, I'm Dave Vickers and welcome to the Photo Show. One of the best ways to learn photography is to look at photographs and work out how they were taken. In today's episode we're going to show you how to take this classic looking shot of the car light trails dragging along the road. We did this using a long exposure and a really slow shutter speed. I took a trip out to a noisy road bridge over the A3 in Surrey to show you exactly how we got this shot. Remember, if you like what you see on the Photo Show, please comment, like and subscribe in the boxes below. Here's the video.
And we're standing on a road bridge over the A3 in Surrey, and what we're going to try and do is shoot the classic shot where you've got the car trail lights disappearing off into the distance. The way we're going to do this is by using a slow shutter speed, so it's going to be a really long exposure. So what we've done is we've set the camera up on a tripod so it's nice and steady. I'm going to do a few test shots to test what kind of exposure values we need. And I'm also going to shoot the whole thing in RAW, so that we've got options afterwards to do any tweaking in post-production. So let's just set the camera up and see what kind of results we're going to get. Okay, so I've taken a few readings, and we're not completely dark at the moment. So what I've done is I've set the ISO on the camera to 125, and I've set the aperture down at, we are down at f18, so it's a nice small aperture, and that's giving us a shutter speed of 1 second. So let's try a couple of test shots on that and see what that actually turns out like. So as you can see by the first shot here, we're getting the car trails, but they're not quite as long as I want. So basically, we need to try and make the shutter speed even slower. So I'm going to take the ISO down to 100 and see what we get then. Okay, I've dropped the ISO now down to 100, and that's given us a shutter speed of 1.5 seconds. I've also made a smaller aperture to f22 now. We're getting the traffic trails, but it's still not long enough, so I think we're going to have to wait until it gets a little bit darker so we can get the kind of shot we're looking for. Okay, so we've done a few test shots now, and it's looking like, at the moment, with the way the light is, that about a 5-second exposure at f22 with the ISO set at 100 is giving us the full strength of the car trails that we're looking for. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer till the light drops a little bit more, because I think it'll be better with less of the ambient light around, so the car trails show up a little bit better. Maybe we might get lucky with the street lights to come on as well, but unbelievably, it's actually not quite dark enough. Okay, so the basis of what we're doing here is we're using a slow shutter speed. So the shutter curtains are open for a long time, and therefore it's recording information for the entire time that shutter curtain is open. The 5 seconds that it's open, and the car's travelling through the frame, that's leaving the trails of light behind because of the length of time. If we had a shorter shutter speed, it would freeze the action. But this is giving us the movement in the photograph by using the slow shutter speed to extend the time that the actual sensor is recording information. Okay, we're having a lot of fun doing this. The thing we're finding out, it's a bit like playing the game of poo sticks. Because what we're doing is we're watching one side of the bridge to see when there's all 3 lanes full of traffic, and then timing the shot for when they're coming into shot this side now. I'm going to do it quickly because there's a police car coming the other way, and I want to try and get the blue lights coming the other way now. As you can see that clearly, come back a bit, we've actually managed to get the blue lights of the ambulance that was just coming by within the shot as well. Okay, as you can see now, the lights dropped enough for the street lights to come on, so we're going to try a few more shots because that add a bit more interest to the shot as well. Like I said earlier, I'm shooting the whole thing in RAW because the mixture of different types of light might affect the white balance of the overall shot, so we can fix that later on in post, but we'll do another video on that when we actually do it. Let's do a few more shots now. I think the exposure's got now another light drop. Our shutter speed's gone down to about 10 seconds. I'm still keeping it f22 and still ISO 100, so we're still keeping that quality, but the shutter speed is the only thing I've changed in the actual shot now. Okay, I've put the camera into live view now, so you can see how much more the light has dropped. You can see here the settings. I've got the camera set at shutter speed of 10 seconds, aperture of f22, the ISO there is at 100, and you can see by the meter there that we're bang in the centre. So let's try a shot now with the cars coming through. Shot. Okay, so you can see the traffic coming through in the background. We've actually got a bit of a break in the cars there. Okay, the shot's been taken, and you can see there, let's put it back on play. We've got the car trails, we've got the street lights. There's light in the sky as well, which is much more than if you look at the real view there. So we'll take a few more shots and wrap this up.